Hello, my name is Wendy Maddocks and I'm one of the Gattefossé International Scientific Committee members, and I've been asked to put together this short presentation to help you prepare your e-poster for the competition in, later on this year. So just bear with me first while I share my screen with you. And what I've done is prepared in Microsoft PowerPoint 6 slides, please no more, no less. The same principles apply whether you're using Apple Keynote or Google Slides. So the first slide, just going to bring that up. You'll notice I've put the Gattefossé logo and the Gattefossé colours on the slides. You don't need to do this. You can put your own logos and your own colours, but please just make sure that the font and the text is really easy to read. And just bear with me, I'm going to actually share the presentation. So the first slide is all about the context, and it's okay to use photos. Give us an overview of what is actually going on in your setting that you're offering this aromatherapy service. Practical tip, don't use too much text. I've used font size 21 Calibri, definitely no smaller than 18. Tell us about the aroma team, the description, who offers the service, how often is it provided, what is it provided for? And if you pause these presentations, you can read the slides in more details. I've got quite a lot of detail on this slide. I've done that to show you how busy the slide can look. You might want to condense it down. Next thing, tell us about your materials. What was actually used, what essential oils, how they're used and how they're stored, and the quality control. We really want to know exactly the batch numbers, the analyses of the oils, why those oils have been chosen, their botanical names, parts, plants, etc. Absolutely fine to mention brand names, but we're not particularly interested in a brand. We want you to tell us about that oil. The next slide is all about the methods, and you might find it more helpful to use a table for this because you might have quite a lot of detailed information that you want to give. For example, the number of treatments, the number of people, the reasons it was given. Now, I've intentionally left a couple of errors in this table just to show you how they stick out. So please make sure you spell check. And also just have a look at how your table is visually. You might want to move the text around so things line up a little bit neater. Next slide is around patient outcomes or the benefits. How did you evaluate your aromatherapy treatments, for example? Were you using some sort of tools or measures for this? And again, there's quite a lot of information on this slide. You probably might want to compress it down. And your last slide is the conclusion or the highlights. What makes your service special, different, that you want it to stand out from the other entrants in this competition? Again, okay to use photos. And if you are going to add any references, and we probably would expect some, please just use a smaller font size down the bottom. That is absolutely fine for references. So the next thing that you do once you have that done is you have your 6 slides and then you go to print. But we don't want you to print to paper. You're printing to a PDF, 6 slides horizontal, and it comes up with an image like that. And that then gets saved to your computer. And I just need to shut that screen down. And bear with me. And I need to open up one I prepared earlier, which I have saved, because when you do the print to PDF, it saves as a file on your computer, and then you bring it up. And I have this one as there we go. Just bear with me. I'm going to stop sharing that screen for a moment, and I just need to bring up the right screen to share with you. I'm just doing this on a laptop, and there we go. And there we have our poster, the 6 slides on one PDF. But you do need to add a title at the top. And how do you do that? You scroll down the side. So this is a basic Adobe PDF package. It's nothing fancy. And you just scroll right down to the bottom, fill and sign. And you add that, and it adds a text box. So you fill in the text box, telling us your title of your project, the name and the country that you're in, and you can increase the font size of that text box. You can move it around, and you can also change the color if you wish. Then once you've done that, you just save with whatever file name you want to save it as, and then you email it through with the instructions that you're provided with on where to email it, as well as with your presentation, short recording of your presentation. So we're really looking forward to receiving these ePoster competitions. All the best. Thank you for listening. And as I say, pause at any bit if you want to read the information on the slides.